You're a CEO or a head of product, or you are a marketing director, or you're running in a particular product development team, or even you're an entrepreneur. You are thinking about generating great sales, or you want to increase your revenue, or you're also thinking about how you can build a right team culture. Congratulations, you find the right video, because in this video, I'm going to tell you a real way, a practical manner. I'm going to give you step by step 7 things exactly you need to do, so that will justify of return of investment through generating more sales. And your second will be generating more customer experience and also a great culture. You want that, right? So let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure, it happen. Thank you. So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand here?
So you gotta remember, it's all start from the core. You gotta have to have the core. So the core is what? Let's take a second. If you're thinking whatever number mind comes to your mind right now, when you think about a core of a company is what? Write down in a comment below. I'd love to see your answer. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3 seconds. Your employees or your teammates are the core of a company. Company build up the people. Company not build up a product, building, furniture, technology. No. Company is build up people. So the core of your company is as well as your people. So if your people are happy, equal to they will do great work and will do the great way serving their customers. The customer will be happy. So when they have great customers, so they will be they're going to buy more product to us as well too. But the core is into it. How to have a happy company, right? Happy employees. So you build a great culture. So in this video, like I told you, I'm going to give you the total 7 things you can do to build a core fix, which you build a great culture and keeping it, but not just keeping it, you need to sustain it, and you make sure that it never goes to other places too. So these are the 7 bullets will give you get ready for that thing, all right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Number 1, hire and fire based on your company core values. So whatever company you're running or whatever team you're running, focus about what is the core values of your company. Your company has a particular set of core values, but often the executive happen what? They bring people into the team, they're even superstar. And what they do is they're doing different kind of things which is against the company core values. But as those people are generating revenue and getting the work done, other executive or the responsible person doesn't let the person go. And that's how it becomes a problem. So now that person stays in the company and possibly destroy every other core values into the company over time. And that's how the company start to become a great toxic culture. So this is the core focus. Hire the people based on your core value and fire the people based on the core value. This number's simple. Like if you take the Zappo, the founder of the Zappo who opened another company before, and he didn't really focus on the core value, and then even he sold the company to the Microsoft for quite a good deal, so the multi-million-dollar. But when it comes to Zappo, it was so successful because the one reason is he understands that he need to build the right culture, and that helped him to company to export to a multi-billion-dollar valuation over a period of time. And it starts with the great happy building, focusing about the customer. So here you go. Let the people own your teams and make sure that they are aligned with the core values, and let the people go from your team who are violating your core values. Number 2, make sure you review your interview and selection process when you are onboarding on your team. Right now, whatever process you have, you can have multiple layers of interview. That's fine. You can go through the process, but there are 2 things you make sure that in your 2 key assessment you should be assessing when you're onboarding your teams. Number 1, the qualification test. That means they are able to do the job done. The job description or the skill set they need to get it done. And the second thing is about value alignment. You need to focus about are they really can be aligned with your values. So if you see this one in interview panel, anyone a candidate pass the skill or qualification, pass that part, but could not align your value, that person will be dangerous for your team, because that can come onto the team and will start breaking your core values, and that will become a serious problem too. So company like Zappos will never recruit the people who are not aligned with their core value. So you shouldn't do that as well too. This is the success booster card time. So question of the day, what is your key takeaway of this video so far? Go ahead and comment below the answer. We'll love to see what is the key takeaway. Science said that when you take up a key takeaway and note it down somewhere, you had a 35% chance to be actually doing it in your life to make it value out of it, which is amazing, right? But hang on, 35% is not enough. You need more, and this is the way I'm going to tell you how you can really make it happen. When you make a set of action, a plan that goes to from 35 to 91%, you can really make it happen in your life. So here we go. So from the key takeaway, what is the key action plan you're going to take, which is you learn from the video to your life, make a plan and commit it in publicly and commit into it. And that's what's going to make sure that you got 91% read that is going to really happen to you. Will be able to make it happen and become successfully achieve your goal. And here's the last possible hack. When you announce something, a plan publicly, your 91% goes to 94% to really make it happen in the real life. So go ahead and comment below your plan in the video sections. We would love to see your plan, and we are 100% reply every comments in our channel. So we're going to see your plan, we're going to comment it, we're going to give you a feedback, and we're going to consult you to help you to make your plan to a reality. And that can go to up to 100% reality happens to your life. And that's how you get your action, key takeaway to action plan to success to your life. And you know what? We're all sitting down here to help you and celebrate your success with you. So what are you waiting for? Let's go back to the video, finish it, and we're looking forward to see your action plan. And let's make it happen to your life, because you can do that, right? All the best. Don't forget to make your plan, okay? Don't forget to make your plan. See you soon. You should always be looking into your teams. To look into that, there are three types of people. There are one type of people who are highly passionate about it. They like to work late. They like to work on the weekend. Number one. Number two, there's a lot of people who are really smart but lazy because as they're lazy, they're really smart to get the work done in your company. And another type of people are very sociable in the company. They like to spend a lot of time. They like to go out with them in the evening or go out in the weekend with the other colleagues. So these are the people are great people. You need to make sure that you really recognize the people who are like that in your team, and you invest on them, you encourage them, and you find the best possible way to keep them stay as long as possible in your company, because they are going to build your culture over time. Over time, remember. Number four, create a culture book. As your company is moving forward, you should be focusing about building an annual culture book. Send out the questions out every year to all over the company, and tell them all the staff or team member of your team to give feedback. What are the things they really like about the culture? And the second thing is about what are the difference between the cultures between your company and other company they're seeing around them. So when they're coming into that situation, you really focused about to understand the few things. Your main focus about not just collecting the information and not even temper them, but really look into it and really publish them in a digital format or printed format. So, and you can distribute it in a special occasion, let's say your annual performance time or a special India party or New Year party. You can announce the culture book. And one more thing, don't forget, take a lot of photos during over the year, as many as possible, and include them all the photos, and make sure that you even don't filter anybody who giving not negative feedback, but those are the feedback. You should be publish it. And that means your top executive of your company, or you are the head of departments, or the CEO, or you're the founder, or you are the C-suite executive or director. You got some work to do, because suppose you have some feedback which need to be improved. And as long as you interact on that one, that will really inspire the people to understand that you really care about the company and the cultures, and they will care about you, and they will support your decision which you're going to make to sustain and develop your culture. Number 5 is onboarding everyone in your customer service team. Everybody who joined in your team, make them a trip to spend time on customer service. Such an example, you, let's say, just hired an IT person. They will be developing codes. If you spend them to tell, like, in a month of time, 1 or 2 hours to spend in a customer service to talk to the customer and receive the phone call or reply emails, they will really understand what kind of problem the customer is facing. Like an example, in a website, if you have a e-commerce, they will understand what kind of problem they are facing right now, and they will go back and can understand your pain point. At the same time, all the C-suite executives should be going around to your companies over time, particular amount of hour in help desk, so they can really understand what is the customer facing outside and a problem, and they can really understand the customer pain point and can build the right strategy for your company, so that can really fix that a strategy or make a really right strategy to respond that kind of problem. So if you ever listen to the Balper, who was one of the CEO of Microsoft, he always talked about it. Every conference he go, every events he go, he always have a target per hour amount of hours he will spend talking to the customer. So this is one of the things you should be thinking about. Make sure that everybody who onboarding the team, by cycle, you make them spend time on customer service, listening to the customer and replying to them. Because when they're listening to the customer, and that way they're going to suggest the solution, they will work with other peers to close those tickets. That really will help them to understand what exactly going on outside the company and what's exactly going on with the customer situation with your product. And that really help you to really ongoing a productive culture to make it successful. So these are my 5 tips for you, so that if you can practice in your company moving forward, you will see a big change. I mean, just practice for, let's say, 3 months, and you will start to see a big difference about even like number 5, which is the customer experience, that will see that you start to get a lot more innovative idea and valuable idea that can help your company to moving forward and build a great culture. But not just about culture, but building the great revenue sales, which will take your company making more successful as well too. So it's not about just somebody coming into your team and they're not aligned to the value. You fire them, you lose a lot of revenue. But what I just said, if you do these 5 things, it can actually generate more values and more revenue for your team. So here's the goal. If you have facing any particular problem in your company, you need an advice, go ahead and comment below. I would love to listen to your problem and give an advice as well too. And if you're watching this video, you have a particular special idea is about improving the company culture, go on and comment too. I would love to interact with you, listen to you, and have probably will be your friends. So here's the goal. You are the leader, right? You are going to make your company more profitable. You are looking to make the company a great place for people, for everybody to work. So here's my 5 tips. Go ahead and execute and let me know how it goes. All the best.